What's up, YouTube? We are back, and I got an update on the buggy, gang. So I gotta call back from Mike, and he was like, hey man, I gotta let you know a couple things with the bug that's going on. And I was like, uh-oh, is it good news or is it bad news? He's like, well, everything is good news until it turns bad. So I was like, no! So listen up, gang. He gave me a call. He said he has a list of certain things that we have to fix, and he wants me to come by so that way he can show me these things physically, and I can give him the okay, the go ahead, the thumbs up to fix these things on the bug. He said, rest in peace to my brother, he did a great job, but there's some things that he has to button up, tighten, replace, and remove that was excessive from the build that my brother did, which is okay because my brother doesn't really, you know, his forte wasn't really like boxer motors and things like that. And I know my brother, he did what he could and he made it work. And Mike even said he did a phenomenal job, but just some things that, you know, he wants to remove that we didn't need that was excessive. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Rest in peace, my brother. Thank you for giving me the build and doing your best at doing it. So we appreciate him for doing that because he did do a good job, because the car was running strong, man. It was doing his thing. So Mike's just here to button up some things that my brother, you know, did, and remove some things that was excessive that somebody probably told my brother to do that wasn't needed. So we're gonna go over to Mike's and check out the buggy, and you guys are coming along with me. Yes, I'm back in the big old Tahoe, man, the truck of the lifetime, the lifted big rig, whatever you want to call it. Shout out Pat for letting me borrow the truck. But we heading over there just in case if he says, yo, you need this, you need that, and we just throw down what we need to throw down and we get it done. So y'all stay tuned, gang. What's up, gang? So we just arrived to Mike's house and he's cutting the yard right now. We are pulling up. You got a nice green buggy outside. You got a custom hood stand, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a fiberglass hood. You can't put the
oh wow!
on it. You put the springs on it, it'll rip it right out.
Okay, that's nice.
Yep. That just got completed.
Okay.
Recently.
What is this?
You see the material we use for the insulation back there? It's a lot nicer. It's cleaner.
Okay.
I've put that on dozens of Volkswagens.
Yeah, I've seen them do that to like Hondas when they remove all the installation.
Well, and it's like here, I use just the silver stuff in here.
Oh yeah.
And the head, if you look up in the headliner and everything, see?
Oh yeah, nice, nice. You don't want me to show this?
You can show it.
Oh, okay.
As long as I'm not in it.
What's up, guys? So we arrived to Mike's house and he basically just gave me a rundown on a couple vehicles that he actually has here, and they're really, really dope. So look at this buggy right here. All original. Super dope. Here's the truck that I showed you guys in the last video. And he has this buggy. This buggy is insane, bro. All-terrain dual shocks. Roll caged out. Wood slat floors. He definitely did his thing on this one. And it's all original. This guy's fire. Metallic green. Interior done up with the twill, V-dub stereo, back seats, everything is fire. So
anytime, open it up anytime.
You guys can actually see the interior. The interior is crazy fire. Twill interior, brown carpets. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Oh, you got Squidward! Squidward, gang! Look at Squidward! That's fire. Now we're gonna go to Mike and we're gonna talk to him about the V-dub and see what I need to actually finish this build and get her on the road. And here she is, guys. She's on the lift. We would say the hood's pop, but the trunk's popped.
Oh, the hood's pop now.
Well, the hood's popped, according to Mike. Dang, man, she's doing her thing, man. She's a little old and a little, well, not a little old, a lot old, really old, older than me. But we're gonna get her together. Mike's gonna get her right. We're gonna do this, man.
All right. Okay. Here's your list.
So now we're about to find out about this list, guys. It's gonna be hefty. Ah! Sorry. He has a notepad out, guys. This is how you know he's old school. You bring a notepad out. This is great.
All right. It's a nice setup, but there's a lot of things that were overkill. There's a lot of things unnecessary. It'd be nice if we knew exactly what the CCs of the motor was.
Okay.
And you have no receipts or anything on that?
No, the only thing I can possibly do is old phone and see if he might have written anything down in the notes.
Okay.
About the build.
That would help out a little bit, because it would matter with how much blow-by we have, the ability to vent out the blow-by. This cooler, you have the doghouse cooler installed in the shroud.
Okay.
But there's also the external cooler. It's unnecessary. It's too much oil cooler.
Yeah.
You can't get the engine oil temperature up high enough to do what it's supposed to do. Okay. You're supposed to evaporate excess gas that might have gotten in the block or moisture. If the oil's not getting warm enough, you're not going to do that. Yeah. You don't have openings here on the fenders to be able to access your carburetors properly and easily. Same with your spark plugs. So that's something we can discuss later on too. But you've got the oil cooler on the side here, which is not bad. At least it's vertical. That's good.
Okay.
But the hoses, if you crawl under there and look now,
yeah, the hoses are all over
all
the place.
your hoses are way too close to the exhaust.
Yeah.
Now, that exhaust runs 700-800 degrees in some spots and higher in others. You can't have those rubber hoses that close to the exhaust without having some kind of insulation.
Okay.
Had I been able to talk to your brother about it,
Right, not having a rule
to
here,
know,
you can adjust the needles.
Yeah.
If the carburetor start acting up, there's no way you can adjust it.
I can't even
Yeah.
get the idle, and this is one of the things with this IDFs, IDAs, or the idle jets will clog up.
Okay.
So you want to be able to access them. You got one here and you got one in the back. There's just no way to get to it. But if you crawl under there now and look, you'll see. Pointed out too. All the things.
For example, you see the hoses
Yeah.
for the extra cooler
Yeah.
touching the exhaust.
You got them
That's
where they're
also
almost
like a
cut.
fire hazard right there.
Yeah.
You see where you have your cooler there, the
Yeah, the
fan.
cooler's all wet.
It's all wet with grease. That's not good enough.
You can't access the
Also,
adjuster. for
See on the bottom,
Yeah.
this tube, you're supposed to have like a sheet metal right there to actually keep cool.
Okay. To help
So the fan shroud it creates, and also when the car is driving, it creates like a vacuum effect to keep the engine cool, and you don't have that.
Okay.
Plus, for example, say that you run or something, if you don't have that,
It's gonna hit it
take the
directly.
chances to bend it, and then you lose all your oil.
You
Yeah.
can see your mufflers get impacted
Multiple times.
Right, right.
Yeah.
It broke the top bracket off of the muffler. That needs to be taken off and rebuilt.
Welded. Yeah.
But if you look, you can't access your clutch adjustment.
Oh.
It's up under there.
Yeah.
You can't access your fuel filter.
Yeah.
You have a gauge up there for your
Well, you can read it.
your fuel pressure regulator, but you can't read the gauge,
Exactly.
and you can't access the regulator. So if you remove that extra cooler, you don't need it.
Okay.
If you just remove that whole extra cooler, you'll have all your access back, and then we can go and proceed to get the right style of fuel pump. If you get the right style fuel pump, you don't even need the fuel pump
You
regulator.
can put a sheet metal back in there to protect your tubes.
Okay.
So there's several things that will make your accessibility and maintenance a lot easier by just simply removing overkill.
Okay.
Right? You'll have to make the decisions whether you want to eliminate the full flow system, because you can do a bypass
Okay.
system. We could eliminate the cooler in here, but then that you're talking about removing a lot more stuff
than what you're supposed to. Yeah.
The engine, if you decide to put these accent panels in there, it's best to do that with the engine out anyway.
Okay.
All right. So, because they have to be cut out, and I was trying to find. I got an article that shows a nice set of them, but there are several different.
We had a car here had it. The size, access, remember?
Yeah, it's only because of what you need to access this type of carburetor.
For exactly.
You can't. I've had the jets out, the main jets and the air correctors. I know you got F11 emulsion tubes. You got 135s, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, 130 on your mains, 28 Venturis, F11, and the 170 airs.
These are these guys.
I don't even have.
Sorry.
I don't know what your idle jets are yet. They're probably 50s, 55s, but if you're having issues with idling, it's usually clogged up idle jet.
Okay.
If you can't access them,
there's no. Yeah, it makes no sense.
It's just.
This is upside down.
Yeah, I've got to reverse it. This hole should be on the bottom, and there's a
Dang, gang.
there's an opening on this sheet metal here for the alternator, and the opening has to be on the bottom.
Okay.
Otherwise, you don't get the proper airflow through here to cool it.
Okay.
So there's, like I said, you got a nice little setup here.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go a long ways with it, and if you just take care of these few little items, the car will run better. You'll be able to access better. Now, I do single carburetor.
Yeah.
And I have the single manifold going in. You can get plenty of carburetor, you get plenty of performance, but most people, they like the look of the dual carbs and everything. But if this engine isn't any more than a 1641, you got too much carburetor.
Yeah, exactly for it.
So for
the good thing is, we got Bosch products.
Yeah.
Bosch, but no, seriously.
No, yeah, my brother, when he came to building the motor, he dealt with somebody before when it was single carbed, I think, and they sent him down the wrong road, and he was buying all these fake parts. So then when he went to go rebuild the motor and rebuild the transmission and all that stuff, he started looking at EMPI and all the better quality parts, and he just dumped a whole bunch of money. But me knowing my brother and how much of a horsepower king he wants to be, he just...
Yeah, it'd be nice enough if it's 90.5, 92s or 94 cylinders. I mean, I can see the cylinder, the base of it, and it is close to their 8mm head studs on it, but until I get in there, it could be 92s or 94s. Until you get in there and can measure it, you don't
won't be able to
really
tell.
know.
So my question is this. Hang on, guys. We're going to talk to you in like 4 seconds.
Pulled the ashtray out, and then that finally went.
Yeah, my dad said that how he did it was his friend came over, they pulled, and then he...
Yeah, that was fine, but it didn't work today.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of us.
Okay, well this is what's in your carburetor. It's like this, all right? And you've got 130s, 170s airs. These are the fuel, and then you got your air correctors and F11, which is fine for a larger displacement than just a normal 1600 or 1641. So it will work. But eventually you will start fouling out plugs.
Yeah.
So, these are 2, but this is going to be on a 2.3 horse motor.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a little overkill, and of course without the access, it's just. But your fuel line on this fuel tank, the tank has to be pulled out because the fuel line is a rigid. It is so brittle.
It's ready to break.
If you touch that fuel line, it'll break.
Yeah.
So you'll have fuel everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and pull the tank.
I replaced mine.
And replace that. Yeah, we just replaced it. Same thing.
Nice.
It was too old.
What year is your
72.
Nice. Oh, 1 year before this. Yeah, nice. So I need you to hit me with damage. It's damage time, guys. We got to figure out what we're gonna dish out to make this buggy run.
Making me dizzy.
Look at this, gang.
If we're going to install the picture windows, we're going to eliminate the extra cooler.
Eliminate the extra cooler.
All right, you don't need it. Eliminate it. We got to pull this off. So
if you have to drop the motor, it's okay.
That would be a lot easier.
Yeah, if you have to drop it, just as long as I can.
But now, You buy all the parts.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
So there's some things I will have here, and you'll just have to replace it.
Okay.
And this was the other thing I needed to show you. See this moving? See? That's too much. Way too much. Should be 005 to 003,000. 3 to 5,000.
Either
So when your brother built this engine, he may have set it up with a proper, in play. And it goes right here. The shims go between the flywheel and the crankshaft, and this has to be determined by how much movement you have on the flywheel and the crankshaft in the block. Okay. Then you build up your shim stack to get rid of it. You can't have that much play. Now, your brother may have been a hot rod and he wore it down into that point, or he may have just installed what he had in it. I don't know.
To be honest, I think my brother was the type of person, he probably built it and was like, if it breaks, I'll build another one.
He probably put in what he took out and didn't bother to check it. So,
yeah.
But in order to change that, if I pull the engine, I can pull the flywheel off, see what you got for shims, and then check it. Now, you shouldn't check it with the camshaft installed, but you can rotate it enough to get the good in play.
Yeah.
And then see if I can shim it up a little bit. I don't know. Okay. I won't know until I pull the engine. I'll also be able to see once the flywheel came off, I'll be able to see if that rear #1 bearing is moving.
Okay.
Because that's where your thrust. That's what that all is set up for, is your thrust.
Okay.
So we can do that. We do have to pull the carbs off anyway to change that. Your plugs, you have no.
Oh, you want me to show you how I did it?
Rubber here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, I had like a mini wrench ratchet, and I did this one, and then I just went like this, and I completely went all the way back there.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can do it that way.
I literally just kept going and going and going and going until I got it.
Right. Well,
they're snug though. They're not tight.
All right. Well, put your finger right here. There's nothing there. That hole will blow air, cooling air, which needs to be going over the cylinder. They're supposed to be.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm just trying to show you one. See these right here? See these right here?
Yes, sir.
These seal up against that shroud on the engine. Okay. All right, you don't have these. Okay. So all that cooling air is supposed to be going over the cylinders is blowing out through that hole. Okay. So you need a different set of plug wires.
No bueno, guys.
And we got some wiring issues. Sorry. We got some wiring issues. Underneath the dash there, you got a lot of crimped on wires.
Yeah, my brother was trying to figure it out because when we first purchased the vehicle back,
you've got stuff here that I'm not quite sure, and I believe this is the temperature switch. No, I think the oil temperature is on the bottom.
On the return one that gauge?
For the gauge. Okay. I'm not sure just yet, but I believe that one goes to the fan.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet. But we're going to remove the fan. We're going to remove what you don't need. Okay. We'll right now deal with the full flow, and I'll get you to get the insulation stuff to go over the hoses. Okay. We're going to be eliminating some of the hoses because we're going to eliminate the coolant. Okay. And then we get in there and we'll be able to change. We'll put your fuel filter where it's more accessible. If I pull the engine, I'm getting rid of all this stuff that's not used anymore. If you want to put that same boom mat material in here, behind there, we can clear that out, and you can put that in. It'll look a little bit nicer. Okay. And we'll go from there.
All right. That used to be the old tester.
Where you diagnostic, Volkswagen diagnostic plug.
Okay.
So some of the stuff is new, some of this has been replaced. The wiring back underneath the seat here and back of your seat, that's a cluster. So we're going to take care of all that and make that a little bit neater and nicer. If you want. Are you going to still want to use that same battery or get a full-size battery?
I'm going to get a full-size battery, but I'm going to use that for right now because that's the battery that was out of my Honda. And since my Honda's like out of commission right now, I just put it in there.
Okay.
So I had to do that. You have to make some things work, guys.
Right. Well, and again, I'll check with the local suppliers and see what they have, if they have any of the kits for the windows. Okay. And we'll source that. Then you can order it. Okay. And then it should come with a template that we can cut out. Okay. So that stuff's got to happen fast.
No, yeah, okay, yeah. Just let me know, and then I can try to get it this week or however.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get started on it tomorrow then.
And you just let me know what the damage is. Damage, guys. A lot of damage. A lot of damage, and so I know exact. Okay.
Thousands of dollars. It's going to be thousands.
So you guys let me know, and then that way I can just make sure I'm ready, and I'm gonna be ready regardless, because I need to get this car on the road as soon as possible anyways, because I want to drive it around.
Sure.
So
well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, so what I'll do is whatever you need me to order, I'll try to order it by this week, next week tops, and then we just keep going, and you tell me your price, and if you want it however at the end.
And as far as the brake lines, that's nothing.
Okay.
We do full
Oh, if you can do the brake lines, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only reason why, so like I said, guys, I build race cars too, but Hondas, so my guy that does my brake lines on my Hondas, was the same guy who was going to come do this, but if you guys can do it, I'd rather just handle everything with you guys.
I can't have somebody come in here.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'd rather have, if you guys can do it, I'd rather have it done by you guys, so it's all done one place, one time. I don't have to deal with nobody else. I just come straight to you, hey, look, can we fix this or whatever? And that's it. Because I'll even come to...
That's mine. We did mine here.
Oh, nice.
The hoses. We did pedals.
Took the entire pedal assembly out. We did it.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the new one. That's the old one, and everything was done here.
Nice.
I don't have picture here, but we did the. Well, you got this thing.
Yeah.
The jumps and all that.
Yeah, that's all aftermarket stuff.
Well, the crazy part about it is,
and you do have a fairly new master cylinder.
Right.
this is drums in the rear, right? Or is this? Oh, it's this. That's this. Yeah, this. My brother, cause I remember my brother ordered a whole bunch of random stuff, and he just started putting it on there. So I found the name of the front shock bodies.
Okay.
They are adjustable. They do have the snap rings on them. Yeah, I think they do. Cause my brother.
Show me what.
Sorry.
Can you pull it up on your phone? What you're talking about?
Yeah, I can show you. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in like 2 seconds. So, listen, gang, thank you guys for coming with me.
Fire up your engine there so he can hear.
So wait, hold on, guys. We're gonna start up his motor so we can hear exactly how his dub sounds, because it was built by the best guy in the world, Mike. And we're gonna see how it sounds, guys. Stay tuned. Hold on.
Not broke in yet, so it's alright.
And it's a Bug's Life, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment below what you guys think I should name my bug. And man, you guys stay tuned, because I'm gonna show you guys the other vlogs once we get closer and closer to finishing her. And we're gonna do this as a family, gang. I finally found my mechanic for the bug. The hatch is coming soon, the Mercedes is coming soon, and now the bug, gang. Y'all stay tuned, peace.